Hey there, friends, and welcome to episode 15 of the Seablock. This is going to be the day which will double my resource in my mineral income, and I've made some preparations. We're going to finish the last few preparations, like the ore crushers, one crystallizer, and one liquefier, and then I should have pretty much everything I need. There will be for sure something showing up somewhere in between, jumping my neck, being a surprise what I forgot, but apart from that, I'm pretty confident that today I'll be putting this wonderful thing here I've prepared online. So, but the transport belts are running a little bit low, so let's craft a few of those right away. So in between the episodes there was not too much to talk about happening here. I just collected the resources. I collected a lot of soil in between. Like right now I'm having really many units available of that stuff. But apart from that, I just collected the materials for the next big jump, because I assume that this will be a very big jump for me. With the wooden boards available, I'm really considering today to not only put the electrolyzers and the duplicate of this array online, I also consider rerouting these two output lines a little bit more differentiated. Because if you look at that, this string and that string are basically the whole output area of this array. So if I reroute those a little bit, I would be I should be able to put up a plate stream, a plate belt. That's at least what I hope to achieve today. So let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to expand the land down here a little bit, because I want to have room for another liquefier crystallizer array. Also, the ore crushers have to be lined up somewhere. Basically, I want to redo the system I did there, that chaotically a little bit more structured this time. I do know that whenever I'm new with some sort of system that I start building those a little bit chaotic and headlong, but I do like that. And I always follow the philosophy of trying as many builds as possible for the same problem. I like to find as many different solutions as possible for the same problem. That's what I want to say. I don't want to say that this is a wise decision of mine. I'm just a very playful person. When I was a kid, I had a big Lego bucket, and one of my favorite hobbies was to build spaceships out of those in the most different, in as many different ways as I could think of. Somehow, this game does the same thing to me. Okay, so let's see if I already have enough belts available. I'm pretty sure that these are not enough, but there was not really a big amount of iron plates for me there that moment. Okay, so now we're going to get into the more complicated part, and I need to craft one more offshore pump. You see, already something shows up. But luckily I only need to craft the circuit boards. The wooden boards are such a big bonus right now. Let's drop down the inserters already. I'll do it like that. And rotate over here. So there's going to be a lot of pipe work during this endeavor here. So I checked the numbers before recording this, and I'm also going to fix this array here, and basically 2 flare stacks are enough for one half of the array. So we're going to reroute that stuff in a manner that we're using the available flare stacks to burn the stuff we don't need. Okay. Now I need the offshore pump because I already made the decision to provide myself a double amount of water for this operation. And let's copy some recipes. Okay. So I'm going to rotate those buddies in a way that we're having the water inputs all on the inner side. There we go. Okay. Now then. I'm already quite curious about the question if I'm going to have enough pipe to ground units available. Let's check. Okay. That's one. That's two. This is going to be the input line for the system here. And we're going to expand that one. I remember somebody at the beginning of this series complaining that I built, due to the Squeak Through mod, a little bit recklessly, and I felt like, this haunted me ever since I heard that, and I rarely use the Squeak Through mod. This is the first time I did it, because I felt like in a scenario like SeaBlock, where my options of land are limited, I didn't want to struggle with the positioning of everything, so I decided to use Squeak Through. But now this critics had me so far that my inner perfectionist is striking again, and I'm building it like I don't have Squeak Through available, only because I like it. But I consider things like these also as a practice for myself to get these things more into my habits. That was bad. I mean, one could always use blueprints, but that would be lame, wouldn't it? No, they're not. Blueprints are great. Okay. So, next up is going to be the output. We're going to have... Somehow I have the feeling that 25 will be not enough, so... well... Didn't come too unexpected. So let's feed the beast with some more copper plates. Systems like these need insane amounts of pipe to ground units. But luckily I have insane amounts of copper available, so that evens out. Okay, I'm going to produce, let this monster produce a little bit here for us. Propose something crazy. Going to give this guy a more constant supply of copper plates for the moment, because I really want more of that stuff. Okay, some more belts, and let's proceed. Wait. Of course, I don't have any of those pipes anymore. Game is right. Okay. Almost done with the preparations now. So I'm going to relocate those flare stacks, possibly. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, look there! There's some land out there. Some natural occurring land with plants on it. Isn't it friendly? Okay. So, I just came to the conclusion that I'm going to let my flare stacks live over here. And I'm going to let everything run like that. Okay, now I'll go and pick up some more pipe to grounds. And hope they will be enough. So this episode is basically a attempt to do something I did like 10 episodes ago, more organized and structured. There we go. Complexity of this mod is insane. But that's something I really enjoy. Now then, let's reroute the red stuff first. I'm going to let that exit here. And we're going to reroute the white stuff here. Okay. Next side. So, white stuff pipe is this line, and red stuff pipe is this line. I hope this will work out, but it should. Worst case scenario is that I have to move the white stuff line 1 or 2 spots more further up there. Oh yeah. The pipe to ground units are almost spent. But then again, we're almost through with that. I could handcraft a few, but I don't. I'm just trying to grab up some iron plates in between here and there to build some more belts. Because somehow something deep inside me warns me that I'll need more belts. So how about I'm going to put in some raw materials so this poor guy can work a little bit quicker. Basic inserters are just working way too slow for these machines. Okay. I'm done with bricks. Let's go for sand again. There we go. Cute little array here. Doing a nice job for me. Okay. Bricks are something you'll need at so many different spots for so many different production units. It's pretty much everywhere in the mod pack. Okay, we've done this side. Let's proceed to that side. So, I think this time I am quite successful at my attempt to do that whole operation a little bit more structured and organized. Okay, so my hope was to achieve something where we can just drag that one line over here and drag that other line over here. And, oh, they're not mixing. Wonderful. Look at that! It's beautiful! It's working! Okay. Okay, just, all that's left is to turn on the power, right? So, we're going to, up our, power usage by quite an amount, just there. Oh, well. I really want those bigger power poles. Feels like such it feels like such a waste to install them like that, but well, I can't change it. There we go. It's up and running. So when we compare these two units and the pipe works up here, well, I really misunderstood the production amounts of the flare stacks when I started out with that. The other one is not that wrong either. This one is funky though. I like that with the water lines. Whatever. Okay. Having lots of slack now. I'll have it like that. So every of these guys is having enough output for 2 of them crushers. I'll just check. We're having 2 inserters on the input and 4 inserters on the output. So the real question I should ask myself is, where do I want that this stuff will be running through? So the crushed stones should be getting somewhere over here, I think. So possibly I'm going to start with the crystallizer there. So maybe that? No. We're going to live there. Let's repeat the recipes. And extend the line a little bit. There we go. Alright. So this is going to be where we're working with that stuff. I think the most pragmatic way would be to work like this. Because honestly, why should we lead that stuff further than necessary? So let's do it like that. I think the real optimization process in this production array is happening right here. The electrolyzers I already did quite efficiently back then. So, alright, let's check out the numbers here. Producing less slack than these guys could... So, I'm producing less slack than they could process, but that's already something I know. And we're going to produce 6 units of crushed stone on each side. Okay, wonderful. Next problemo is the output. I was thinking about outputting with 3 long-handed inserters to solve this problem. Because with the old system I was using 4 basic inserters for each side. And I don't want to return to that system because I really didn't like that. So we're going to make it like that. There we go. So let's repeat that on both sides. Okay. I'm lazy, so I'm going to do it like that. Okay. This will lead me to a point where I need to input the crushed stone into the machine. So I think I should move with this array a few blocks more downward, because the pipe works here are really getting into my way here. So it'll be way easier if we produce like here. That's way more appealing to me. So this way there are also a few less units of piping in the way. Alright, wonderful. So one certain idea I had in mind there was I should be able to unify these belts there, and same goes for this. So it's 12 units totally. So if I would drop 6 units of crushed stone on one belt, it would be easier. I don't know if I should merge the streams or not. Let's just power it up for once and see how we're going to work with that. No, I need some more power poles here. Oh, and the wood bricks are empty. Okay. So yeah, why not do it like that? Come on. This seems to be a very easy solution to me. So I'm going to use the long-handed inserters here. Okay. So I'm going to go for the same attempt over there. Just noticing it's really more elegant to do it like that. Okay. So I have an idea how to do this. We're going to run this whole input through a splitter on this side. So there's going to be just no more question about where the best spot will be. So, that's beautiful, isn't it? Just like that. Okay, wonderful. And I'm going to use as many long-handed inserters as possible, and off we go. I'll need more of the recipes here. And now we're almost there, friends. We're almost there. We're going to bear witness to an increase of our productivity. It's going to be insane. Okay. I don't think I'll really need that hood here. I'd rather go for a double belt instead of the hood. So there we go. And now we only need power. Oh, it's amazing how satisfying it feels to turn this machine on. Like, it was such a struggle to get there. But that's I guess that's the Seablock feeling, isn't it? It's such a struggle to get there. Okay. So this basically doubles my output. Cheers to that. And we're online now. So the amount of crushed stone should be running empty at some point. It should be. I don't know if it will. But these boyos are all working now. We're having more inserters working on this array, but only one more. It did work with a solution like that. Yeah. Now, whatever. I don't think it's that important if I have one long-handed inserter less or more. What's way more important now is that we're having trouble with the amount of ore. Or wait a sec. Are the crushers so seems like the output lanes are too slow here. Okay, wonderful. That's beautiful. Like, this is a wonderful problem. Having a backflow of this stuff here is good news. Okay. So I'm going to change a few things here. First off is going to be where the power pole lives, and then we're going to do some minor adjustments there. We're going to use the long-handed inserters here for the input, and same goes here. Relocating the power pole. And looks like I need to go for some more long-handed inserters on the output on this side here. This is also very unlucky. There we go. I'm going to configure them like this. Oh, I need to do the drop position here though. Okay. It's that. So let's see if this will be enough. Ah, well, whatever. I don't wait for if this will be enough. We're just doing it like that. Okay. So, looks like all my facilities are all of a sudden needing more work capacity here. Alright. There's suddenly more ore available than we're able to process. More slack available than we're able to process. Oh man. The slack backflow is actually a problem there. Ooh, amazing. Okay, it seems like I have to optimize my area here a little bit as well. Okay. So, let's check out the amounts of inserters seem to be sufficient here. The furnace is not longer able to withstand the amount of work here. A very good sign. But this is something I really need to find a solution for. So how to solve this? I mean, this line here basically is producing some extra stuff we can work with. Maybe I should do this differently. Maybe I should do this completely differently. Huh. tell you what, my friends, we're going to use that stuff for a completely different purpose now. I have a wonderful idea in mind. This stuff will make my new sand production. I just need to think about how to fiddle it out here. So the first step will be to remove that one here. So there we go. This is the first step. Now I'm going to reroute it. Okay. So, let's think for a moment. I want this to work somewhere. That's better. I have an idea. I didn't want to move that far outside or anything like that. That's what was not my intention. No. We're going to build up another ore crusher now. I'll need new iron plates. Alright. Wow, the copper ore. Nice. Okay, so this means I'm going to think about blast furnace operations and stuff like that. Oh, beautiful. But one thing at a time. I'm going to use a ore crusher now. And I'm basically going to reproduce the same array I have here. This is what I'm going to do, make out of that. So ultimately the slack of this production line will be turned into new soil to walk on. I think that's a very nice way to keep things flowing. Okay, talking about flow, I'm going to expand the land here a little bit, and I'm going to relocate smeltering ops now to this area over here, because I feel like it's about time. Alright. There we go. So, in the meantime, this machine is ready. So, nothing too complicated going on for here. Oh, that's way too far, so... There we have it. So this will solve the slack backflow problem pretty good as well. Because honestly, I don't know how to handle that in a way without over stressing these machines here. I really don't know. Alright. So next up is the other problem I'm having here. So relocating this to the relocating the smeltering is going to be quite easy. We're going to deconstruct the furnaces for now. Luckily, I have enough inventory space to pack up all the copper plates there, and we're just going to pick up the belts with the the ore and let them flow somewhere else. Let's just let the ore flow somewhere else. There we go. So this way I have pure ore streams which I can manipulate as I need them. So I'll drag the iron one a little bit more separated to the other one, and there we go. So reproducing the old situation now. I'm going to do it just like that. Few chests here and there. Pretty sure I need a new furnace there as well. So I'm going to drop this guy down here. And now all that's lacking is power. Wonderful. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to drop down my my copper plates though for now into this container here. This is still no solution with the plates on belts, but I don't feel ready for that yet. I don't feel ready for that yet. So obviously we're able to pack up a third furnace for iron ore as well. That's good. I mean, overall, it's not really a problem to expand the system like that for now. Like, I don't need to calculate. I just need to try out adding more furnaces until we're not having any backflow anymore. It's also a way how to manage your production. A little bit archaic, but who cares? Alright. So we're quite good with the energy production, but as you might see, it's already time for another upgrade, which means more LJ farms, more boilers, you know the drill. So the only good thing is I'm pretty close to researching the new MK2 boilers, so technically I'm only going to expand my array another time. Where's the energy production? So how did this thing work again? We were doing like 5 of those guys. Oh well, I need to calculate that again, but whatever might be the case, we're on the same track as we were before. Going to need more boilers, more soil, more LJ farms, more everything. I'm going to check out if I'm able to increase my outputs with new technologies which are available at this point. There's also the possibility, but this is going to be content for the next episode. Until then, here I am, introducing to you my new array. Oh, I forgot to manage the flare stack system here, but I don't mind. I'm going to leave that for now. This is something not too important to fix in between. What the heck did I do there? Amazing. Okay, whatever. Sometimes it strikes me how complicated my designs look like, but that's okay. Happens to the best of us. Alright, so check out the next episode when we are possibly starting to smelt to go for the here ingot smelting. I don't know if we're that far already. I don't know. I'll check it out. See you guys next time. Stay healthy. Feel free to drop me a thumbs up if you want to make this series a little bit more popular. I would very much appreciate. Until then, see you guys next time. Bye bye.